I feel like this is for somebody in an abusive relationship. I'm not going to use these cards. I kept getting visions of when I was in an abusive relationship back in 2013, and it's just, it's really upsetting. So I think that this might be, because I started thinking about something that I had not thought about in a really long time. I don't know if I suppressed it, but, or I think I just may have just worked through it, like whatever, but, let's see what happens here. Is there somebody here that needs to hear a message like that? Because otherwise I don't think about things like that, you know what I mean? What are we getting at here? What are we getting at? All right, so somebody is, you're done with this person. You guys gotta fucking knock this shit off, all right? You guys, part of what he does is lure you back in. But this person, gosh, he really uses every opportunity he can to try and knock you down. Just so you know that. There's like, I mean, you have the Five of Cups and the Five of Coins that surround you, like they sandwich the Queen of Coins. That's how other people see you. That's how other people see you. You come in as a King of Wands here. Spirit Guide is saying that you've wasted a lot of time being sad. A lot of time being sad. Tell me about this person that's around you. Okay, so he makes minimal effort, even though you think very highly of him, but he hasn't quite mastered his potential, okay? This is a guy that has a lot of talents and this and that, but you're coming in as king and queen. He's not here as king and queen. He's here as magician. So this is a fool just starting out. Somebody who has, like, a bunch of stuff, nowhere to put it. You know, nowhere to... he's not doing anything that broadens who he is the way he should be fulfilling his potential. He's doing very, very little to try and master anything here. All right, so I don't know if he's a loser, but it sounds like he's a loser. He's a loser. You know, I think that you had gotten some red flags from him in the beginning. This is probably before you guys moved in together. But it's saying that you knew that, like, in retrospect, like, you look back now and you're like, you know, that wasn't good. That wasn't good either. That wasn't good. And you only know that now. This is like, you know, the future, or sort of like what your mind is looking back in retrospect, and it's saying, like, well, I really should have seen that coming. Yeah, you should have. There were flags here. There's stuff that led up to him and you. I feel like this is when they break up with you and they're trying to, like, manipulate you. What kind of stuff is he doing to her? He's stuff that he can go to jail for. Definitely stuff that he can go to jail for. Stuff, oh man. Well, you know, I see him doing a lot of cheating, that's for sure. That's really mean. There is a chance that he is abusing glass. You didn't fucking know him from a hole in your face, I swear to God. You know, I think when you met this person, you were lonely. They took advantage of that. This person, ouch. Sorry, I have a little cut on my face. This person wasn't doing well. I think he had just broken up with somebody and they had kicked him out, okay? And they saw you and they were like, oh, she looks good. Literally, like, you did not see this fool coming. You did not see them coming. This is so sad. It's telling me I need to switch decks. The Hierophant upside down. So, and then the Six of Pentacles. This is a kind of, he came in really fast with sex, is what this says. Very not traditional, just straight into the sack with sex. So this person didn't court you, you know, I mean, he may have said, like, you know, sorry, I'm saying that he may have, like, offered you, like, oh, let's go out to eat or something like that, but it ended up being where you guys would just end up being physical. I think you were lonely at the time. You should have left. You for some reason, you didn't, like, care that this was happening. You should have left. These should have been signs for you to say, like, should I stay or should I go? Is this person really, really for me? Now, I think normally you would have, right? But I think you were too lonely. I think you were lonely. You were with this person for like 7 weeks or 7 months. And then you became codependent on him. Very codependent. That's really upsetting. He started withdrawing sex from you. That sucks. That's a horrible form of abuse when they deny you affection. God, this guy. He comes off like, gosh, I dated a guy similar to this where he comes off really trustworthy, and every once in a while this guy that I used to date would wear just a security jacket around, and he would, like, he was so stupid, he would, like, take my truck that he didn't have a license to drive and stop at, like, when he would see people, like, in a car accident, and I'm like, what are you doing with your jacket? What are you trying to for? What's happening here? Why are you talking to cops? Making sure things are okay. Damn, like, fuck. Guys like that, he would wave it in their faces that he had done so many things wrong, and, you know, he was just so good at being stealth. A person like this is very secure with who they are. I wouldn't even call it narcissism. This is somebody who has mastered all of the ways of living, and in that case, he grew up on the streets. This is a person that when you meet them, you're gonna be like, either you've been in the military, you've been in jail, or you've been in the streets. But somehow, that's the first inkling that you get when you meet a person like this. He either has to have some kind of military, street, or jail experience, because there's a certain like a creed that they follow. Not literally a creed, but there's just some kind of unspoken creed, terms, rules of the street that have this sort of finesse in other parts of people's lives, and it just crosses over. But sometimes it can seem like the protocols for the military, and so on and so forth, and even obviously in jail. I guess jail and street would be somewhat This person will get arrested, if not has been arrested in the past. I feel like you would let this go on as long as you could possibly let it go on in order to get validation from them. Yeah, that's what you needed. What the fuck? That's the guy outside. He's just walking around. I have kind of a loud neighborhood. I think that you will come back to this person anytime that he calls you. You really, just so you know, like, you went down a few levels to be with this person. You did, okay? You literally, like, crawled into hell to come fuck with this fool. You went way out of your league in the wrong fucking way, girl. Like, you need to stay in your league. That's the problem. Like, you went slumming for this motherfucker, and you knew he was a motherfucker. These two are the same card. I don't get why, like, ugh, you should have known immediately. You should have. It's all because you were lonely. It's all because you were lonely. And it looked good. It looked good. I'm not going to say this guy didn't care about you. He did care about you, but he was just a fucking idiot. After a while, resentment starts to, like, implode the relationship, as well as you, like, here you were. And again, surrounded by the 5 and the 5, it's like you're compromising down to what you think is just okay. Little by little, compromising down, compromising down, compromising down. Into codependency, no less. Into a place where it's like, things have been unclear for so long, you don't even know where you stand. This person started fucking you up immediately. He started grooming you immediately. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see? He groomed you to accept less. He groomed you because he thought, I can show her immediately what I offer and she'll take it, she'll take it. Guys do this shit. They like test you in certain ways to see how bad they can treat you. It's pretty fucked up. This guy's abusive. He's emotionally abusive, that's for sure. He will cheat on you. Okay. It is definitely best if you move on from this person. Be careful that he does not steal your car. Just so you know that. This person will cheat on you, steal your car. You know, something that this guy did to me, this is what this relationship kind of reminds me of. It's pretty fucked up. So, like, one night I was cooking and I did something and I remember I asked him to taste it and then I tasted it and I choked on whatever it was and he watched me choke and he watched me, like, struggle to breathe, and I gave him the sign for water because he knew sign language, and he just watched me. He didn't give me any water or anything. I couldn't tell if it was something that had just gotten stuck in my windpipe, but I was pretty bad, and it was to the point, like, I got so scared and I was coughing so hard and pushing so hard that I pissed myself, and he watched it, and that was probably like a good minute of not breathing. So that's what this reminded me of. Like, all of a sudden I kept getting this vision of that time before I started doing this. And I hadn't thought about that in a really long time. And, you know, I actually tried to cast 2 or 3 times about other stuff, thinking, like, what the fuck am I doing thinking about that? But then I realized that this was for somebody specific. So I'm so sorry if you're dealing with an abusive person who's pulling over the wool over your eyes. This person will unravel very quickly, just so you know that. I don't think this person has completely unraveled. They just groomed you so he could unravel little by little. Mine unraveled. Like, mine was like, we were great for months, and then all of a sudden within like 2 weeks, he just unraveled into this pill-popping fool. It's fucking crazy. But anyway. So, yeah, I hope this helps. Please go and get some help. Please ask a friend. Please ask for guidance. Please ask for mentorship, counseling. You need all the help you can get right now. So good luck to you.